What's going on, guys? Chase Daniel here. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate you guys. This is sort of a YouTube exclusive because I normally don't do it, but I wanted to break down Dylan Gabriel. The offensive film that I just watched and I'm about to show you. Now, it's only 8 plays, there was 82. Might have been the worst offensive film I've ever seen. And that's putting it lightly. Offensive line couldn't block. Dylan Gabriel was all over the place. The Pittsburgh Steelers took it to them. And so is Shedeur Sanders the answer? I don't know. But you got to imagine that they cannot continue down this path if this is what they put out there. Let's break it down right now. Dylan Gabriel, um, just not great. And there's a couple different things. Like there are three tight ends over here. They're trying to explode to empty. They're getting to empty, and this is what they did a lot of the game early, and they just really couldn't hold up in protection. And just the first play of the game, I mean, you're going to see it right here. Like, I'm trying to be nice on this kid, and I'm trying to understand, like, hey, what he's seeing. You got to imagine that there's other options out there that could do a little better. I mean, he's a rookie. I don't want to kill the guy, but this film was pretty bad. Like, they're going to have all go special. So they have all go special, meaning he's running 18 to 22 yards on the opposite hash. He's running a seam. You want a 2-on-1 this, and then you're going to have some type of underneath juke route. He can go out, he can go in, or he can sit. So that this guy is really the check down. So you really want to read the seam. And when you go through it and you try to read the seam, right, there's Njoku right here. He's the one that you really want to get over here. You want to get him on the 40 to 45 yard line over there because this defender, he can actually come up there and grab both of these guys with blocking. However, it doesn't seem like Njoku's running very well. And then you're leaving your right tackle one-on-one with Watt, and then the throw is not good. So you have a running back, three tight ends, so it's 13 personnel. Start under center. I think Dylan Gabriel really likes to be in the shotgun. I think he really wants to understand like sort of what he's doing. So they're really only going to get rushing four. Here's my thing though. When you do this and you have a drop back pass on the very first play of the game, you really put this right tackle in a really difficult situation. So this is not all on Dylan, but the offensive game plan to have him throw over 50 times as a rookie. I mean, there's no one. I mean, it's dead. Like this is going to come open, right? And then you don't like to see this. Like I'd rather you almost throw it in the ground or throw it on the dirt, but you throw it right through the middle of the defense. And he did this a few times. And he's like, you can watch him too. He's jumping a little bit after he throws. He's like, oh no, I should have done that. He's got to get over there faster. I mean, this breakdown's only 8 plays, but it's hard to imagine doing any more than that one. I don't have the time. There's 80 something plays, and I probably could have put 20 plays on here that were bad. He's got to get over here, and just when you're doing that, and it can be a little scary. So we're lucky he didn't throw more turnovers. Here it is again, third play of the game, empty. Here's my thing about this though: you have double chippers. So they felt like on the first play of the game they didn't want to do it. So he's able to do that. And that's another thing too is these flags all over the place. Just not really stepping up into it. And that is what causes he's going to the right area. Just the arm strength, I don't know what it is, right? We're chipping 90 and going into the flat. I do like this switch release because this guy's coming in motion. He has a deep cross at 18 yards, and then this point guy has a dagger route. So you really want to read 1 to 2 to 3. This guy's a clear out, and this guy's a blocker. He's over there. So you really want to read the middle of the field. I just have not seen a lot of success with Dylan throwing into the middle of the field, and then there's flags over the place. He doesn't really step into it. A really nice job. I mean, this is a great job. He does the right read. You just got to be able to step into it and to make the throw. So you're going to chip 90, which I would every single time you want 4 hands on them. You're going to chip here, go. That's where you want to go. It's thief, which means this free safety. So this free safety is going to drop in the middle here. He sees right there. Instead of hopping like that, you see how he's hopping? He takes 5. He's hopping a little bit, and if he just gets his feet set, like he can make that throw. But when you're sort of just hopping like that rather than like rhythmically getting into it, that's what causes the ball to die. I don't know if it just felt like he was off all game. I don't want to go too crazy with Dylan because I do like him. I do think he's a good quarterback. But just this offensive film, man, like sometimes you just got to call it out for what it is. When you're patting the ball like that and you're missing easy throws like that, just not great. All right, next play. Remember, we only got 8. Empty again. This is the 4th play of the game. So the first 3 snaps, 1, 3, 4. First 3 snaps, or 3 snaps in the first 4 snaps of the game. I You got to get big. You got to be able to run the football, and you're just allowing Watt to come out there and just eat your lunch. I mean, this is great. I like this one. And you're doing it a little bit different of a way. You take the outside guy, sit him down. The point guy is a dagger or basic cross route, and then you're running this through 1 to 2. I like this. This is something I can get behind. Um, but you're bringing this in here, and there. So you're really reading 1 to 2 to 3. It makes sense to me. And this is a good throw. This is probably one of his better throws of the game in a really tight pocket on a 3rd down conversion. I just really struggle leaving him one on one. That's all. But this is a good throw, right? Rhythmically, he's in control. 1, 2, 3. Right? You look down here. He does a good job of looking him off. His eyes are already moving this way to get this second window throw because he knows that hey, he's throwing off that linebacker. That's good stuff right there. Like you got to give him credit, right? That's a good ball. But I mean, that's a tight pocket, man. And time again on these smaller guys, I know I'm smaller. It's just hard to see over guys. You want to see through windows, and he looked at times to struggle with that, especially seeing over in the middle of the field. So, you're going to pull number 6 down right here, and then you want to wrap across it. This is great. If they're playing zone coverage, this is what you want to do. But if I'm Pittsburgh and you're C, I'm just going to continue to play man versus this guy. Under center, all right, we're good. Heavy play action, open, open, but sack. And this is not Gabriel's fault. They're bringing they're bringing slot pressure right here by Jalen Ramsey. This guy coming over, 44. Like, I get it. Either you're securing the edge and this guard is coming out for him, or this guard is securing the edge with Watt and you're coming out for him. Just like, what was the plan? I mean, does the back need to get him? Because you have an open concept right here, but there's no one getting open. And so here you're selling this over, you're going deep, he's going in there. I mean, this dude's going to end up being open, but you have no plan for protection. I don't think on these gap schemes that you're going to have, rookie quarterback fix it. But when I say these gap schemes, 75, you need to secure the edge. 44, you need to secure the edge versus pressure. They're looping in. Somebody has to take Jalen Ramsey off the edge or the back. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys over there, and in reality, there's Watt and this guy blitzing. So you have 4 guys over that side. You can't get it, and then Ramsey is just he's having a heck of a year. All right, here you go. 1 by 3. Start him in the slot, motion over. Okay, like the start of this. This looks like a real NFL offense. Right? And then, ooh, that's a nice throw, right? And these are the type of throws that you have to make in this offense. It seems like these are the only ones that are open. It's a deep post. You're running a deep over, and he's running here. This post almost gets in the way of it, but that's 1, that's 2. Nice. It's a nice throw, right? It's not all bad. I didn't want to just, show all bad, but this is where Dylan Gabriel is the best, right? When he's rhythmic, when he's on time, when he shows, you know, in the pocket. I mean, that's a very tight throw and a really nice catch but here's the thing: you can't expect a young quarterback to continually do that, um, time in and time again. And I just think that this is 2 minute drive, so I get it. But you're going all the way over here. You got to help your young quarterback out to not have him throw it 52 times. And I know the game got out of hand, but just a recipe for for disaster. All right, there's an extra lineman, I think. Both of them move off. He moves on, right? And then you have like, hey, who's motioning over? All right, this is just watch him. All right, now who's motioning? Somebody motion. Here we go. Nope, no one's motioning. All right, now we're doing it. Play action. Can't do that. I mean, there was a lot of these. They have everything. They have everything covered. And so here's what you want to do. You want to grab these two guys with this wrap route, and you want to go over the top. And I'm sure this was open all day in practice, but they cover it really well. They get paid to cover well. So he's not there. Dylan Gabriel does a good job of seeing, hey, he's going back here. You have to see what's out in front of your throw. This could have easily been a pick six the other way, right? And Hayward's like, man, dang, like we need to. It just seemed like it was unfair all day going against a rookie quarterback, right? Not open. I like it. They're going, I mean, they have this thing wrapped up, and I think it's probably the lack of creativity a little bit offensively. Um, but look, Stefanski, I get it. Two-time coach of the year. Just got to get some spark, maybe. I don't know. Just you trade away Flacco in your room, you don't have anyone there, and then you know this always says it all when you're standing on your tiptoes and like, oh no, I don't know how many they dropped, but they dropped a lot. Next play, two more here, empty again. All right, you're at least controlling the edges, which I'm good at. That's fine. Tight slip motion, and oh, scramble drill, just missed. Right, like these are the ones that it's the same play too, right? That they ran earlier. Deep cross, dagger, chip, flat, go ball. So you read it 1 to 2, to 3. He gets out of the pocket. I like it. You're going left. Awesome. Let's do it. Really nice job by 3. Going up after this. Just got to make the throw. Right. Some of these things are pretty frustrating, I'm sure, for Dylan. Some of these things are frustrating, I'm sure, for the offensive line, for everyone in the building, because I've been there where it just seems like nothing works. Awesome work, right? Throw it more up the field. Just he's open, right? Those are the ones. Those are the ones you got to hit. And then the last play, I think this is just microcosm of what's going on. Watch 16. 16. First of all, when they're looking at this, right? This is on 16, but it looks awful on your offense when 16 doesn't know what the heck he's doing. They snap it, and he gets hit in the freaking head, right? Like it's cover zero. You got to be on the same page as your quarterback, right? You have a cover zero beater where this guy goes here, and then this outside guy comes in. Just be on the same page. Like I don't know if Shedeur Sanders can fix it. I don't think he can. Maybe he can. I don't know, but they got to do something to give him a little bit of a spark, because when you have situations like this, like it just what you put on tape, a little bit embarrassing. You got to find a way to make it better.